everyone. Welcome back to Searching for Goodness. Today, I have two comedians with me, both from my homeland, Turkey, and I'm very happy to have you. Tonight, they have a show. Unfortunately, you're missing out, but maybe you catch a future one at Comedy Store, which is one of the biggest comedy places in LA.
In the world.
In the world, actually. Yeah, I've heard Comedy Store a lot. And I'm going to go as well. I just want to say this in the beginning. I would like to send my thanks to Füsun, who used to be my childhood friend and your cousin. We still have a Işıklı Sesi group. I want to send a hi. We used to play Ninja Turtles together when we were growing up. And I see she's now doing boxing and stuff. And so anyway, thanks to her for introducing us. Now, can you guys both please introduce yourself? This time, let me start with Sarper.
I am Sarper. Normally Sarper, but as Americans say Sarper. I was on a TV show called 90 Day Fiancé, one of the biggest reality TV show of the world. So maybe you know me from there.
Oh my God, babe.
Oh my God.
He's missing so much. You look so handsome.
You look great. You look great. Oh my God.
You know, when you see some movies, there are some reuniting scenes, people meet again, hug each other in slow-mo. It is like that, you know? It is charming, it is perfect, it is unique. My English is not enough to describe it, you know?
Did you buy me flowers?
Yeah.
You've never bought
Yeah,
flowers before.
that's the first time.
Babe. It's so sweet. Thank you, baby.
I'm almost for a year in US. And right now I'm a comedian. For 6 months I'm doing comedy here. I'm crazy to do comedy in a foreign country, in a language that's not yours. But I'm crazy, and you already know me. And I love it. I love to do it.
It's a good crazy.
Yeah.
And what was the show about?
It's reality TV about marriage, about relationship. So they know real me. They show. So that's a good thing, you know. No casting, nothing. Just me. They know me.
Very cool. How about you, Ahmet?
My name is Ahmet Bilge. I'm a Turkish comedian, stand-up comedian. Been doing this for 7 years full time. I travel all around Europe and the world, telling jokes to people, to drunk people in clubs. And I love it. Wouldn't rather do anything else. First time here in LA and excited for the show at the Comedy Store tonight with Sarper.
Yeah, it will be fun.
There's some women here in Europe that are kind of into that thing. Once a woman came up to me after a show and said, "Oh, you Middle Eastern guys are so crazy in bed with your own Middle Eastern ways." And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? What are Middle Eastern ways in bed? What does that even mean? What am I supposed to bring, like mint, lemon, and parsley with me into bed? Hey, forget about lube, we have hummus, okay? Middle Eastern and bad.
Awesome. Now I'm gonna do something a little out of ordinary. As I have a really bad sore throat today, I'm gonna let you guys interview each other.
Okay.
So I'm gonna leave these two comedians with you. Two for the view of one.
Well. As the name of the podcast is Searching for Goodness, what does word goodness mean for you?
I think for me it's finding your purpose in life and doing it to the best of your capabilities. That's what goodness is to me. It's my own kind of dignity and the pride I take in my work.
Same here. I'm not into religions much.
Yeah, me neither.
For me, it's important to love animals. I'm trying to love humans. I'm not loving them as animals, but I'm doing my best because whenever I love them, something happens.
Loving animals is easier.
Yes. So, and we are, this is life, you know, this life is freaking short and we try to find the goodness. But do you trust people mostly?
No.
Yeah.
Not most of the time. I think it comes a little bit with age where, yeah, you just realize it's better to be aware, have your eyes open about people. It's harder to trust people, of course. But when you do have somebody you can trust, that is the most valuable thing you can have in life. Somebody that has your back and you can trust, that's important. What about you?
It's about the age, as you said. I mean, we have a Turkish saying, as you know, only we have back of the year left.
Yeah.
Which is not loved. That's the Turkish saying. I mean, you know, experiences teach you everything.
That's true.
Right now, I'm in America, and I came here, I trust people, but I saw, I mean, they scammed me. Can you believe that? I mean, they used me. This kind of stuff always happens everywhere. Throughout the world. There's not Americans does it, not Turkish does it, everyone. So, yeah, this is life. We have to search for the goodness. I hope we can find, brother.
True that.
Next, let's talk about the comedians and censorship. You can throw a question about Jimmy Kimmel and what do you guys think about what happened and how people brought it back. I think that showed people's power to unsubscribe, selling stocks and showing, standing up. So we can encourage people for that a little more, maybe.
Sure.
How much we need comedy and comedy needs this freedom.
Okay, I'll start with it. So, what do you think about censorship in comedy? Obviously, it's a topic these days with the whole Jimmy Kimmel issue.
Oh, this is the issue. Oh my God. Freedom of speech.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I came to US for the freedom of speech and I ruined here too.
Yeah.
I ran away from my country because of this.
Yeah.
Because of censorship, because of every kind of
course.
restrictions. And right now in America, that's BS. I mean, it shouldn't be like this, especially for comedian.
Sure. Whatever you feel about, like specifically, for example, the Jimmy Kimmel show, however you might feel about him personally, whether you think he's funny, if the joke was good or not, or whatever, at the end of the day, I just feel like it should all be all right. I don't know about you, Sarper. Have you ever been offended by other people's words so much in that way? Maybe for me, it's being a comedian, I feel disconnected from stuff often, where I have never been offended like that, Nothing has ever touched me so much where I couldn't go, hey, that's what they think, I don't care.
I watch a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And in stand-up comedy, you cannot get offended from jokes because it is joke,
Yeah.
I mean, it has to be a little out of the boundaries. I mean, it has to be a little more radical, the jokes, to be more efficient. That's why, I mean, I know it, but people get offended,
Yeah.
So it's a little balance to do it. Then you are doing something in social media, everything. Maybe you have to be a little more careful about what you say. But on the stage, I think, everyone can say everything about it. Of course, there are some limits, not about that, but I know a lot of jokes. I watch a lot of dark comedy in America.
Of course.
Even I am a little, oh my God, what's happening? A lot of sexual stuff, a lot of racist stuff, everything. On the stage, they can do it.
Yeah, that's the way
What
it
do you
should
think
be.
about it?
I think that's the way it should be. For me, in my personal life, comedy when something bad happens, that's when you need comedy.
Yeah.
If everything is great in your life, like, I see some people doing comedy sometimes and I go, why are you even here? Your life is great. Like comedy for somebody who does it, and also without being a comedian, just when you use it in your daily life, it's when bad things happen, how quick can you start joking about it? That's part of the healing process. You know?
Exactly.
So that's what comedy is for me. And yeah, I do think you should be allowed to say almost everything you want on stage without obviously like this.
Whatever happens on stage, it stays on the stage.
True.
Like Vegas.
True that.
You know,
Yeah.
that's the mentality.
Yeah.
That has to
Yeah.
be the mentality.
Definitely, I agree. It's obviously a little bit sad to see other entities intervening in comedy, especially in America, where those are the rules of America, right? You can say whatever you want. That's number one. Number two, shoot whoever you don't like. That's supposed to be what makes this country so great, is the freedom of speech, and it's sad to see that be intervention come in. And by that I don't mean cancel culture. There's a certain amount of, if you say something and people give you their pushback or feedback to it and they don't like it, that's fair game.
Yeah.
If I say something offensive on stage and my own crowd says, I don't like what you said, I'm not going to support you anymore, that's life. That's fairness.
That's
right?
fairness.
But if I do that and somebody else steps in, that's breaking the rules of the game.
Yes, I'm firing you. You have to go there from that. I mean, that's a sanction,
Yeah.
which is not working.
Turkish is a complicated language. If you didn't grow up there, it's gonna be very difficult. Like, Czechoslovakyalılaştıramadıklarımızdan mısınız? Which means, are you one of those that we have not been able to make from Czechoslovakia? Don't even get into it. But there are a few little things you can do right now to make you sound a little more Turkish. There's a lot of Turkish sound. The Turkish sounds are the most important because you can just do these whenever you want. Here's one of my favorite ones. Oh, you can just say that when something is taking too long. It won't end. Look at my hands right now. You see my hands, how they're moving? This just happens naturally when you're a Turkish person and you start saying, oh.
There we go. So we are your audience, Sarper, and that is your stage.
Genial.
Wow.
No pressure.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
It's okay. When we all solved the trouble, I mean, every man texted me, even my friends from Turkey. Did you see that lucky mother with two cheeks? And I'm sure every man watching me right now thought the same way, But, guys, is he really that lucky? What are advantages of such a relationship in man's perspective? 2-3 times per week, 20-30 minutes at most. And I'm sure it doesn't last that long, no offense. But this is the only advantage. And is it really an advantage, by the way? Isn't it just like playing golf, guys? Does it matter how many holes out there when you have only one stick to play? You get it? And let us look at the other scale, disadvantages, fights, arguments, multiplied by 2.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, this is why I like to do comedy and be a stand-up comedian, because I don't have a boss, one boss. Yeah. I have thousands of little bosses, and, I'm alive with them supporting me, liking me, coming to my shows. So I think all of that is fair game, obviously, On a certain level, I also think without intervention from, the government, if ABC on their complete own decided, we don't want to do this because of this or another.
I don't think,
Of course, that's not what happened. I'm saying if that was the case, I would have much less of a problem with it, right? So basically, I believe in people's power to choose whoever you want to support, and that's your choice. That's the free market game that we play. What do you think?
Exactly. It is difficult. When government intervene this kind of stuff, I don't like it. Because we are coming from the country,
of course,
the nirvana of this. If you make a tweet about anything, you find yourself in the jail next day, everything. So I know it so well, and I hate that. So when I see in America, I'm shocked a little, I wasn't expecting such a thing. Yes, it can be a personal thing. If only ABC took that decision.
Of course.
But it's not.
That wasn't the case, yeah.
That's why we do comedy, We tell what we want from there.
Yeah.
Of course, there are some limits. Of course, you don't want to offend everyone. I mean, have to know how you go there, but this is what it is. You cannot be inquired what you said on stage.
Yeah, I think so too. That's fair.
Can you tell me about your style of comedy? I
style-
know it, but
yeah.
let people learn about it.
I would say my style of comedy is not inherently offensive. Man, I love doing observational humor. Like real stuff from my life is generally what ends up on stage. Real stuff is a tiny bit of lies to make it nicer. I love cultural jokes. One of my favorite things to do is to travel around and come up with the jokes about the place I'm in.
Perfect.
That's where I feel the best. What about you, man? I'm actually, by the way, very excited to see you on stage tonight.
You will see my set for the first time.
Yeah.
Mine mostly about relationships.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense because it is new for me. I was so skeptical about marriage.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm in the middle of it, everything, so everything is new for me. Also, two things. One is American culture versus Turkish culture. That's a big thing for me because if you're a foreigner, you can see something new. What the fuck moment, I'm called that. Every day you can see a what the fuck moment in America.
Yeah.
So this is a very good part, and also the relationships and the marriage difficulties, because humor is universal. Okay, there are some differences, but humor is universal and
It's relatable.
It's relatable. I mean, everyone feels that, and if it's relatable, if people relate with themselves, they laugh a lot.
Yeah, 100%, man, definitely.
Do you have any dark side of the comedy?
So in my show last year, I had different segments. Tonight, I'm not going to do that, but I had different segments where I would do new jokes in one segment, and then I had a segment called Jokes That Never Work, but I Keep on Doing Them. So that was the name of that segment. So I'd have a handful of jokes there, maybe 5 to 10 jokes that are, get weird responses from the crowd. That's why they're in that category, Obviously, a joke is best when everybody laughs at the same time, done. But
it happens, right? I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes I love a joke so much.
yeah,
And I do it over and over again. I'm changing it because they should laugh it, but they're not laughing it.
Yeah.
And I'm still doing that.
of course.
And there are some jokes that I don't like, but they
work.
laugh every
work
single
every
time.
time.
They work. I mean, so I talked with a comedian, a very experienced one. He said sometimes you have to throw your toy away.
That's true. They call it, you have to kill your babies.
I didn't tell that.
Oh, because that, okay.
This is American, brother. Learn it. Freedom of speech.
Yeah.
Let's go talk about AI.
Are you using AI regarding your comedy at all?
You know what? I'm trying that.
Yeah.
Like this. I mean, I have a job. I'm writing the whole job to ChatGPT. What do you think about it? Is there anything that you can add? Some small details, especially some expressions in America that they use that I don't know or I don't recall at that moment. So I use it. I tried. I never wrote whole thing from the scratch.
Of course.
Yeah, he cannot do it.
No,
It cannot do it.
that's
I
the
said,
beauty
"But
of AI.
no pronoun."
Actually, this is where the difference becomes. We were talking about dark jokes before.
Yeah.
That's kind of because, AI on an infinite timeline is going to become better and better, right? I have no doubt at one point it'll be able to do more or less what I do. But the one thing it can't do that's not let to be done is the dark jokes. It can't do anything edgy, racial, offensive. So weirdly enough, I see comedy going that way where since AI systems can't do this, that's going to be the differentiating factor sometimes.
Yes, I mean, a time will come, comedy will be still a virgin thing that AI cannot touch. That's the important thing.
Man.
Because in other areas of life, every area, there will be AI, but comedy is great for that,
Comedy is great for that. In any case, think about it like this. One day AI might take on the role of the hardest part of comedy, which is coming up with material.
Yeah.
But we'll still be there as the human extension of AI to interact
The
with
gesture that you make, a small gesture, make the whole difference.
Exactly. That's true.
There are some jokes that I have believe me, with one gesture, adding it, everything changed about it.
Of course, no, totally. That makes sense. So AI, as good as it is, for now, it can't tell a good
But are you using in your other parts of your life the AI?
100%. I'm also using it together with my comedy business sometimes in different ways.
Yeah.
Whether it's coming up with, the busy work that you have to do regarding comedy, whether it's coming up with the text description, using it. I use AI images often in my clips that I do online as a
Wow.
supporting visual. It's very powerful.
Yeah,
of
it's
course.
very powerful. I mean, I'm trying to use that for flyers that I do.
Yeah.
It always there's a problem.
There's always a problem. It never does a
I
problem.
always say, don't change my face. I don't look like it. The flyer is perfect, but I'm not that guy.
Yeah.
There, don't change my fucking face. I'm saying that. No, he always changes.
You can actually even tell AI, do a poster, put me here, and do not put an elephant. And then it will put an elephant because you said that.
Oh my God. Unbelievable. You know that AI agents, I mean, maybe a time will come that the AI can manage your social media. For example, right now I have like thousands of message DMs and I cannot look at all of them.
Yeah.
It goes to my spam box and I cannot. But AI...
AI
can look at it.
Sarpan could
Yes,
answer
AI
all the
said-
DMs in
yeah.
your tone.
I love that.
That would be a
Yeah.
good idea, right? I would like AI to take over my social media. Less work.
One more question. What do you guys think about oneness? How can we accomplish it? Music, laughter, arts, bring people together. What do you think? How can we bring more people together for a better, peaceful world? Putting aside our differences. And you can jump on from that question to birds or animals, your thoughts on the importance of animals in the world and how we should protect them.
Man, obviously doing comedy, you understand
Unites people. Yeah.
the importance of oneness, let's say, because oneness is critical to what we do. That's what we're thinking about. When we come up with a joke, it's like, how has everybody had the same thought? And like,
Exactly.
just like how you mentioned in your comedy, you do stuff about relationships. This is stuff we all experience. And sometimes you need to hear it from somebody else to feel it, So it is very important. And obviously these days society is going in a way where like we're really branching off. Politics, everybody's, that's why, I really don't do much political humor because to me it seems like a waste. We're here to have fun and like come together. And I've done comedy to people that if I looked at them, I'd be like, this guy probably hates me because of my race. I could think that. But then, you go up, you make that step, and it dissolves a lot of tension, a lot of everything.
Laughter, I mean, the comedy solves everything,
That's true.
Sometimes I roast someone. I have a joke about balls.
Yeah.
So mostly I roast someone about in the audience, and sometimes they overreact. I mean, they look at me so angry. I feel it, on the stage. But after that, with other jokes that I make him laugh, then everything is getting softer. So comedy is a thing that unites everyone. That's an important thing. That we are lucky.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. What about living in Los Angeles? What do you think about? It's very close to nature here.
Yeah, I mean, Los Angeles is the best weather in the world.
It's amazing, hot and sunny
I
every
mean,
day.
I traveled a lot of countries. The best weather, one I saw was Lisbon, Portugal,
Amazing.
and
Yeah.
San Diego and California is as a whole. I mean, but Los Angeles is the best weather.
Yeah,
But it's so expensive.
it's crazy.
And nature, yes, California, not in Los Angeles, but the other parts of California, there are a lot of perfect natural places. What about nature? Do you love to live in nature?
Of course, I live in Switzerland.
Yes.
That's also well known for its nature, and sometimes it takes you to go to like New York or something to realize like, whoa,
What?
I'm
Go
in a-
Istanbul, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Of course. Yeah. Once you go back to Istanbul, you go, wow, I lived here for so long and
That's so overwhelming,
so
Yeah, are you a nature guy going camping, hiking type? I'm not, for example.
not so much.
I'm my luxury,
Yeah, of course.
If camping, it has to be glamping. Did you have
Glamping.
it? Yeah, that
Glamping,
word,
yes,
yeah.
of course. That makes sense. I'm lucky, once again, in Switzerland, you can do kind of glamorous nature stuff. So whether it's going up into the mountains, into a chalet, being close, you know, skiing,
Good.
and even the hiking over there, it can be very, it is very glamorous. Funny way.
I don't like bugs. You know, I mean the bugs
course.
and insects. Normally, I love every kind of animal,
Yeah.
but not that.
No. It's,
What about animals? I mean, what do you think about animals?
I love animals. Of
Do you
course.
have any pet?
I used to have cats.
Oh.
So I've had dogs and cats. After a while, I realized not having either is also nice. After having that, you know, because as a performer, you want to have the flexibility to go somewhere.
It's so difficult, brother. I mean, right now I have a dog.
You have a dog?
Yeah, and every weekend I'm going to another state. You know,
Of course.
every time I have to find a house to live it. I mean, it's so overwhelming.
What,
But I love it. I mean, so it is kind of a paradox. You know?
what type of dog do you have?
Golden doodle.
A golden doodle.
Yes,
Oh my
so
goodness.
cute. But dog is something else. I always had cats. When
Yeah.
in Turkey, I used my house as a foster house, like 20 years. I mean, I let people adopt cats by me, and cat is easy. I mean,
Cat is
you
fun.
can leave cat 3 days, 4 days by itself,
Yeah.
and you can put your food and water, and you can go there.
Yeah.
But dog, dog is like a child.
Dog is like a child. Exactly. A child that will never grow up.
Yeah, 3-4 years old child, and they are best. I mean,
But they're amazing.
They're
The capacity of love that dogs have is
but if you're a comedian, I don't recommend you.
I
So
can't do it
difficult. I mean,
anymore.
especially if you are touring, it's so difficult.
And you want to give your animal the correct need, you know.
I know a comedian called Margaret Cho. I mean,
Oh, I know Margaret Cho,
yeah,
yes.
you know, she's so famous, and we were in lineups, same lineups most of the time, and she has always her dog with her.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, when she's on stage, she leaves to the green room. Everyone takes it. She's so small, Chihuahua.
Yeah.
And she takes to tour everything, but you cannot take a golden
Of
doodle.
course, that's not gonna happen. I love animals. No, obviously in Turkey we're an animal-loving country.
Yeah, I mean,
Definitely.
stray cats. I mean,
Of
it's
course,
the homeland of,
course.
stray
That's
cats.
what we're known for.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, but it needs to be right for you. And I think a lot of people also adopt animals in a weird, selfish way. You
Yeah.
know, where like if you have an animal, you have to know that you can give it the right attention it needs. You know,
Exactly.
that's important.
What's your plan then, brother? I mean, about comedy. What is there a master plan of yours?
A little bit, yes. For the longest time, I've just been like thinking more short term, and then it's only over this last year that I started to think, where can I like? It's you know it's interesting. It's been an interesting realization process, maybe for you as well, because you know you lived in Istanbul, right, Sarper? And suddenly, for the past year, you're here in LA.
Yeah.
And you know, for me as well, I've started to do tours all around the world. And suddenly you realize so much is possible that I never thought was.
Yeah,
We put so much limitations on our own ambitions sometimes. So this past year has been an awakening for me of realizing I can do almost anything. Like you just go, everything's possible.
everything is possible. I mean, when I think that something is impossible, I'm thinking of myself. I mean,
Yeah.
I just decide. You know what? I mean, nobody knows that, but you were one of my motivation when I started this.
Oh my God, really?
Yes. I mean, I was following you on social media when I was in Turkey, and I saw on you that, I mean, you can, as a Turkish man, you can do a stand-up comedy in another language.
Yeah.
I never thought about it because it has to be your native language. That was my mentality.
Mm-hmm.
But I saw you, and you were so successful. I said, why not? So I started thinking. So you are the source
Yeah,
of
that's
motivation.
amazing.
And right now we are together here.
Yeah, look
Oh
at
my
that.
God. And we will be on stage together. I
We
mean,
will be.
that will be so good. That's so good. So this is what you feel, what you want, and what you do. Here it is. You know, that's even a small example.
I mean, years ago, it started in 2010 or something. When I was early, my first time on stage was when I was 20.
Was that open mic?
Yeah, it was an open
How
mic.
was it?
And back then, it wasn't even an open mic. I went to the local comedy club and asked the guy, can you give me 5 minutes between these professional acts? Like he said, okay, do it. 5. I went, brought my friends, this and that. My first show went well. Because my very first show, I just did what came naturally to me. And then, you know, you're so stupid at that age, you go, oh, comedy's easy, it's nothing, you know, I can do this in my sleep. Then shows like the second show to the 10th show, terrible. Because then I was doing pretending to be a comedian instead of what comes naturally, right? But anyway, when I think back, like today is an important day to do this show with you in the Comedy Store. I think back to those times where it seemed like an impossibility. I was like, I'm a weird Turkish guy living in Switzerland. How would this ever happen? You know? And
that's a big thing. You know, we are the only two Turkish guy made doing stand-up comedy in English. So and we are in Los Angeles, one of the biggest, best clubs in the world, and we are doing that. If you want something, you can do it.
If you want, you can.
You have to believe yourself. You know, I mean, there are a lot of times that came to me that people didn't laugh. I messed up when I first started it, but I never said that I'm quitting them.
If you make something a priority in your life,
yes,
it's harder that you don't reach it. You're gonna reach it, you know? If you make something the thing you want right there,
that's happens. A cliche, you know, that believing is the half of the job, doing the half of the job.
Yeah, it's very good. Woody Allen has a quote. He says, 80% of show business is showing up. Really, that's what it is. That's it. Because we come up with so many excuses. Oh, I can't do this. I can't do that. And now, after doing it for so long, I hear these excuses from people. I go, that's an excuse. Wow. Just be there. Just go. Whatever the result is, you can't control it. Be there. That's it. That's all you... Like, we think too much in advance. We think about the future, the details. Whereas you kind of have to have this horse blinders, laser focus. I'm going to do this today. That's it.
You know what? You need to come to U.S. for this business because comedy is different in U.S. I know in Turkey, it's very small. You know, probably in Switzerland too. I mean,
of course.
But in U.S. it is lifestyle.
America.
I go Texas. I go every city. I go Dallas. I go the smallest place there. You know, I don't think in California there is a place called Bellflower. It's like the population is 40,000 or maybe less. I made a show there and I saw people there coming there. I mean, it is a lifestyle for them. It is a Saturday night activity to going to comedy club, drinking something and watching the comedy and laughing. So you consider to come to US because it is something different.
This is the big leagues.
Yes.
This is the big leagues. This is where all of my favorite comedians are from, you know? This is the cradle of comedy for sure.
If you believe it, you believe it. And you are young, bro. Yeah. You are like 10 years younger than me. Yeah. You have a lot of time. Because in comedy, when you get old, we have a Turkish saying, when the wolf gets old, becomes the toy of the sheep.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I mean,
no, you're right. I mean, there's no age for this stuff. I really believe that. It's just about how good you are, how determined you are.
Yeah.
And these days we have, we're so lucky we're in this era.
Exactly.
Where we can use the show we're doing to use our social media to sell it out. That was 20 years ago, you couldn't do that.
Nobody knows you. Nobody knows you, you know, no way.
It's impossible.
You have to be so lucky. Right now you are creating your own life.
Yeah,
you know.
Exactly.
That's
true.
That's true. So maybe one day we will see your special somewhere, huh?
Probably you will.
Yeah. I'd love to. I'd love to, brother.
Dude, it's such a pleasure to talk with you, be with you.
That was the best. You know, I mean, you were the motivation for me. You know,
I mean, that's
this
amazing.
business. Yes, I mean that's something else. It starts like this. It's a spark. You know, I watched you and I said to myself, why I'm not doing this? Yeah. I can do it. First, it was a dream. I mean, it was something else. So how can I do it? I wrote a script of 2 hours.
Yeah.
But I didn't come yet that year, so I wrote it with my Turkish mindset. And it's completely different. Because whenever I do a joke from there, they're not funny. Most of the time. Because humor is universal, but not that universal.
But of course, you need context.
If I can get like one little sample jokes from you, and let's wrap it up because I don't want you guys to be late. 518.
Okay.
Whatever joke you think everybody would get and laugh,
me
because
think of a
it
one
really
to
helps.
say.
Yeah.
Okay.
One little joke, then I'll come here. We say, "Sorry, goodness will win." That's our slogan. Then
Okay,
you can
okay.
promote your
I have
website
something.
and we can wrap it.
It's gonna be very short.
Huh? Okay.
Okay.
One of each. Okay. There you go.
I
Now look at this camera.
I looked at that one. Okay. I moved out, and I feel like I achieved the Turkish dream of not living in Turkey anymore. I came over here to the U.S., and little did I know, everybody thinks I'm Mexican here.
Yes.
So I think I've achieved the American Turkish dream.
Oh my God, I love that.
Let's get one from Sarper.
What kind of jokes?
Whatever you want.
Whenever I see, I mean, the traffic is insane in this country. Insane. You have to see it by your own. And I can easily say something. After seeing traffic here, I start to think, Shikayna, my wife, rode me 2 years just to use that fucking car. Yes. Sit straight. Huh? Show yourself. Let them see you. Why? Don't bother with it. Makes sense.
Social media on Instagram for both of us, I think. My Instagram, Sarper Night Day. If you write Sarper, you'll find me. And Ahmet Bilge.
And Ahmet Bilge Comedy. If you write Ahmet Bilge Comedy, you'll find me.
Because we are always somewhere, we are touring. And to catch us, you have to follow us.
Follow us on social media.
Yeah.
And
Everything can happen. Subscribe. Goodness will win.
goodness will win.
Goodness will win.
Let's move over here a little bit. How about you over here, sir? Yes, you, Matt. What's your name, dude? Mesut. Lovely to meet you, Mesut. Very nice. You're Turkish, right? Yes. How long have you been Turkish? 31 years. Very nice, man. Okay. What do you do, Mesut? Tell me about your life a little bit here in Toronto.
Yeah, it's been like 7 years.
7 years here in Toronto. You came straight from Turkey?
Yes.
Yes. Where were you based in Turkey?
I came from east of Turkey.
From Diyarbakir. That's pretty hardcore, folks. Don't clap. We don't know if he has a knife, okay?